sure am.
What does a Jesse breakdown look like? Is this it?
Like this.
You and me are not the same. We're the pain just to make you sweat. You try to tell me that
Freaking out.
Why are you freaking out?
Because everyone in the whole entire world is on the internet at the same time. And you can't do that. Okay? Let's go.
Jesse's in full-on meltdown mode. Apparently, everybody's gonna steal all of the groceries before we get there.
Even though we already bought it.
I'm just kidding. There's no panic. She's just being a goof because her computer wasn't working. Because a true statement, everybody in the world is on the internet at the same moment. But we gotta go.
take me undercover. You'll be my cannibal lover. Red lips screaming.
I bought myself a graduation present 6 months early.
Right before the market crashed and we all lost our money. Tell me why you're salty.
I'm having a great day.
Why are you salty?
This girl over here beside me bought everything in the store, and I guarantee you she got the coffee that I didn't get. That's my coffee. You don't take it. And
She did load up a truck full.
4 grocery carts.
Jesse.
Hi.
Hi.
Good.
For Jessica?
Yeah.
Alright, and you got a text about the changes on
Yeah.
Everything was okay?
You drank all my coffee.
Take me undercover.
Hello team. Well, it is Tuesday and I'm headed to Pastor Brer, and I don't know how I feel about that because honestly, I kind of thought that we decided last week as a group of pastors that we weren't going to be meeting together, kind of a spirit of the law as opposed to a letter of the law. However, I'm a man under authority, and whenever my Ministerial Alliance president says that we're going to meet, we're going to meet. The only time that that's superseded is by the Lord himself, and I haven't heard anything to say don't go. So in obedience to the government, in obedience to our local pastoral leadership, off we go to meeting. It may look like nothing has happened, but it's actually been a couple hours since I last left you guys. And I have to say I'm very humbled, and I was actually wrong. All the stuff that I was talking about before, yes, we do need to stay under authority, but my whole opinion about why are we meeting together and what's going on here, oh, I'm just flat out wrong. I'm realizing the bigger picture and thus being under authority. At my level, I didn't see it. The lead pastor of the Ministerial Alliance, he's trying to organize and orchestrate the spiritual answer for what our city is going through. And so the county is meeting today, the city is meeting, and they're trying to make, the school district is meeting, and they're trying to make decisions as to what they need to do. And they still value the voice of God in all of this. And he's trying to coordinate pastors to be there, or lay leaders or members of churches to be there, to be praying, hearing from the Lord, to speak into these different groups. I need to learn to stay under authority because I don't see the whole picture. I may be hearing a word from the Lord, but it needs to be shared with others, and it needs to be under authority because my shepherding, my authority may be seeing a bigger part of the picture. And when he says go, I need to go. I think it's just true across the board of like how Jesus deals with us. I am corrected. This is what my face looks like when I am thoroughly corrected. It's glorious. Hi, baby.
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Having a lunch break.
Jesse and I have gone whole hog into this live stream, YouTube, Facebook, and world on our quarantine. Ugh. Well, it looks like Dublin has not lost their mind yet. Crazy days, man. Crazy days sitting in here, putting on my juice here, disinfect my hands. What's interesting is that we just had a conversation with the mayor who had talked to the HEB store manager, and he says there's not a limit like to the supply. The supply chain has not been cut off. It's coming twice a day as per usual, and even heightened at that, there's not a limit on HEB's products. However, there's nothing on the shelves because everybody's lost their ever-loving mind. Don't lose your minds, people. Don't lose your minds. Ooh, what is it? It's Thursday, and it's absolute chaos around my house because it's been raining for the last couple of days. We had one dry day yesterday, but with all of the virtual nonsense, if you're a pastor, lay leader who's working on church, you know that we're doing a whole bunch of stuff to try and get geared up. Even I, who live online and make YouTube videos and whatnot, it's another thing to, and I'm used to making videos, but it's another thing to try and get a whole church up to speed, get them familiar with how to log on, teach folks who are not native to Facebook, YouTube, and all that stuff that there are options to stay connected. All that stuff. It's kind of taxing. So I'm getting out for a couple of minutes, gonna mow the yard, gonna reset, gonna take a little rest. Believe it or not, this is rest for me. I've been dying to mow the yard. Maintenance. And in order to get my lawnmower up and running so that I can cut the yard, I've got to go down to Dave's farm. You gotta go through the pins, go through several gates. Get to his barn, find an air compressor, bring the air compressor back up to the house. All the things. Of course.
Basically, we feel like this is God kind of telling us that this is like a hard reset, like a new beginning, and to have Sabbath rest, I need to chill.
I think it's pretty safe to say that everything has changed.
With the latest headlines, the number of cases in the U.S. jumped again overnight. The U.S. now has more reported cases than any other country in the world.
We're all in exile, we're all in quarantine, we're all in our own homes, on our own land, just kind of sitting down in timeout worshiping God, and everything's been flipped on its head. The whole world has absolutely stopped, and we're paying attention to an outbreak. But then again, maybe nothing's changed. Maybe we've seen this all before. As a matter of fact, the Apostle Paul wrote a book to Timothy from a place of exile from an outbreak that he had started. Well, maybe he didn't start it. All right, there you go. There you have it. Just finished up with worship with our church family. Our takeaway, there's a huge initial investment in getting connection set up. But once you have it set up, it's absolutely invaluable. Alexa, turn off the light.
Okay.
See you next week.